Hello all, this is Max, your Space Master. Today we're going to pick up where we left off and continue to create our military. So we're going to design our ships here. Go ahead, click new. We got a new class going on, the King George V. This is going to be our, I'm not sure what to call it. It's the censorship. There is no censorship here. Censorship, the bleep. Sorry. Wow, that was terrible. Okay. It's not survey. We'll call it support vessel here. And it's going to be the smaller one. It's going to have a tonnage of 5,000. So we'll give it the military jump drive here. Looks like we have a bunch of duplicates, so we'll obsolete that. 6,000 and 9,000. I don't know why we have a 6,000. We'll obsolete that. Alright, so go ahead and slap on a few ion drives. And we're already pretty up there. Wow. Alright, EM detection sensor right here. Thermal. And then the nice large active sensors. Alright, so jump size is way too small here, unfortunately. We can take off a couple engines. And then we still have fuel storage to contend with, unfortunately. So this probably isn't the best idea. I mean, we could always lower the detection, the thermal, and the EM. Yeah, let's do that. Thermal, EM. Here we go. That lowers that. Now, because it is going to go out into the battle, I'm going to increase its armor by just a hint. Give it a more fuel storage here. Okay, and what's the range? 11.8 billion. Great. The other thing that I am forgetting, well, not necessarily forgetting, but I do know that it needs it, is the CIWS, because that is the last ditch against any sort of attack against it, but I just don't have room to put it on there. So, good luck, King George. It's gonna suck to be you. Alright, so we got that. Now we have our, call this our destroyer ship. There we go. And it's going to have the 9,000. Have a bit of a heavier rating on the armor. We'll give it some ion drives. What else do we want on our destroyer? Let's make this destroyer our obsolete that component, obsolete this one. Let's make this our beam weapon, or at least non-energy, non-missile weapon. Alright, so when we add the lasers down here, you see that there's not enough power for the lasers. We'll give it that power plant. And it needs a beam fire control. Let's see, fire control right here. These are the beam fire controls here. We'll give it one of each. And go ahead and give it a turret. If we can find that, yeah, twin Gauss cannon turret. Give it, call two of those. CIWS for any missiles that are coming in. Give them 4 of that. Actually, we'll take off one of the CIWS and one of the turrets, because I do want to make sure it can get out there. Range 9.3 billion. I think we're going to here. What's the deployment time on this? We'll call it 12. Oh shoot, the King George needs 12. And what were we just on? Vanguard, was it? Yes. What else would we like to put on here? let's speed things up. Give it a another engine or two. What was our King George here? King George is actually pretty slow. So Vanguard can actually slow it down quite a bit. Besides, we are eating into the range. What else? Do we have a laser on there? We can add a couple more. Just know that they don't do too much. We'll add two. And can we throw in another Gus? Nope. We'll do the Gus cannon here. And that's too much for it. How about more armor? Nope. Can't do more armor. Alright, fuel it is. Oops. Fuel. Fuel. There we go. Alright, so here we are. We are all done, it would appear. So we have our destroyer, our just non-missile technology on here. Damn it. I had forgotten. Maintenance. Okay, so that has maintenance. Unfortunately, King George does not. Make it hard on me. Okay, lower armor rating, and we'll toss in the maintenance. That's not going to work. Shoot. We're going to have to drop something. We'll drop the both those sensors. Engineering spaces. Okay. Good. Maybe we throw a CIWS for defense. Nope. Goes over. Okay, so here we are. We have everything that we need. King George should be fine. Alright, so now our last design here. I know we're going back and forth. It might be a little confusing, but this is... I'm very sorry if that's the case, if it's confusing to you. Let's do a missile cruiser. And we're going to want to throw on 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and one size 20 missile launcher. Don't forget we're going to need the jump drives on it. 9,000. A couple of those. Oh, it needs armor. 7. It needs to have a missile fire control and an anti-missile fire control. And I'm a fan of, if all else fails, put an active search sensor on it. Okay, and now magazines to hold the missiles in there. And finish it off with the close defense. I think that should do it here. Fuel storage. Yes, engineering spaces. Drop a 7. There we go, and then a fuel storage space. Okay, so a little bit slower, but he'll fight because we have the missile fire control. It will have sensors on it and within the fleet itself. We have fire control, something to hold the missiles in there, and how to launch it. All right. And that's our ships. I'll go ahead and end it here.